Well, obviously, I think the more you can study, the better, because something that someone told me that was really, really profound. They said, you want to not give them any reason to say no.
Mm-hmm.
So, so learn as much as you can, do as much as you can. And sometimes you have to decide, unfortunately, between friends and family versus working on your, and I would say stay in the woodshed, always try to do better, always always work on your craft, those are things that you have control of,
Mm-hmm.
and and you hope and you pray and you wish that all of this hard work that you have done behind the scenes will translate into some successes, in
Right.
front, in
Yeah.
in front of people. So yeah, but it really is, it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. And I would say that it's not for the weak. It's
Yeah.
not for the weak. If you think that, you're going to be the next big thing just because you think you are, honey, you're not ready.
Yeah. However cute you think you are, there's always someone cuter.
There's always someone cuter. There's always someone, and there are a gazillion people who can sing circles around me. They're so much better. They're so much better. But again, it comes back to, are you willing to do the work?
Yeah.
Because it's certainly creative, but there's the business side that you cannot neglect.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could open the show for any artist, who would it be and why?
Hmm. Who would it be? I would I would love, there's two people I would actually love to open for, which is actually three people that I like to open for. And they're all men. I was trying to think, was there any woman that I'd like to open for, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. Of course, Stevie Wonder,
Hmm.
because uh, he is my greatest influence. Lenny Kravitz,
Hmm.
because he's so fine.
Look at you.
I'd love to be his next ex-wife.
I went to school with Lenny.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like
wow.
best friends with a really good friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah. Had
Interesting.
a conference call because or Zoom meeting actually, because it was my friend's mother's like 90th birthday, and Lenny
Uh-huh.
was on the call too to wish her a happy birthday.
Oh, oh,
He's a
how
good guy.
sweet.
He's a good
Oh,
guy.
how
Yeah.
sweet. How
I've run
sweet.
into him even after he's become the Lenny Kravitz, and it's like nothing has changed. He's like the same kid I used to see in the halls of the drama department.
Oh my gosh, I love hearing things like that. And
Yeah.
the third person would be Bruno Mars, because he is so ridiculously creative, and I would love to do a project with him.
So does he produce his own stuff too?
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, he's so talented. So
And,
talented.
and if you could have any artist open up for you, who would it be and why?
You know who it would be? You. You know why? You know why? Because I think you are crazy talented, crazy talented. I think that you are underrated, you know, and I think you have so much to give to this world, and so much to give to the music industry and to music fans. And I would, if I ever had a chance for you to open for me, you would.
Well,
That, I tell you that now.
that is very sweet. Now
But
I
it's
just
the
have
truth. It's the
now I just
truth.
have to get the material together.
You get the material together. You gotta get.
How do you feel that the internet has impacted the music business? You touched on it a little bit, but do you want to expand on that at all?
Well, just to say that I think that, there's good things and there's bad things. I think that um, it certainly has opened the world up. I mean, like before, you might have like 10,000 fans, and now you can have millions of fans and just be Angie from around the corner. which is great. But it, again, because there's so much noise that, from so many other people, that it makes it difficult for you to be able to rise to the top.
What ways do you think someone can go about trying to break through that noise? What creative or inventive things can one do? Because there is all that noise.
Well, I think that's something that a creative person would have to come up with. They would have to come up with something that would be a little quirky. I mean, if
It's
you
probably
remember, yeah,
individual too.
right. Well, because like if you remember Lady Gaga, you remember how all the crazy things that she used to do,
Yeah, yeah.
and it
Interesting.
was
No matter how talented you are, you have to have some kind of gimmick. I mean, Prince had a gimmick.
absolutely, absolutely. And the one gimmick that I will say that I have is being multilingual. But I will tell you funny about that too. The first, are you familiar with Midem?
Who?
Midem. Okay, Midem. That was another way that I was able to get some work. Midem is it's kind of like the music film festival. It happens in Cannes every year,
Hmm.
and all the record, well, I won't say all, but like a majority of the record companies, large, medium, and small, come to this festival. It's like a 4-day festival, and there are live performances, and they even allow independent artists. It's mainly major artists, but like on some of the smaller stages, you'll have independent artists. I got to perform there once.
Hmm.
And but what they do is, it's all these record companies, they come together, and they come together to make deals. So like, say for example, Sony Music is really popular in the States, but they don't yet have a presence in Spain. They'll make a deal with a record company that's that's got a strong presence in Spain, and then the company that is in Spain doesn't have a strong presence in the United States, so they'll make a deal. And so it could be a deal for the entire label. It could be a deal for certain artists. Okay.
This well, I don't know if festival is the right word, but this thing that record companies come together and artists perform at.
Yeah.
How do you get to? Is it just a matter of submitting your music and it being approved, or is there a
Mm-hmm.
political aspect to it?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You submit, and they approve or they don't, or that's to get into the festivals. That's via Midem. But to go to Midem, anyone can go. You just have to pay,
Right.
and then what you do, and because everybody is looking to secure some kind of deal, even as an independent artist, I've gone there, and I've actually gotten deals from there.
Mhm.
But everybody has like a schedule, like say from 8 to 12, and from 8 to 12, you say you want to have a meeting with record company A to present your music. Okay. And they'll give you like 5 minutes. You do your elevator pitch. They say yes or no,
Mhm.
So, but that's a really good thing to do for indie artists, and that still goes on.
And pros and cons of trying to get a record label and just doing it yourself. I mean, in one
Well,
instance, you're going to get probably more exposure, but a much smaller piece of the pie. And then in the
right,
other instance, you're, you know, maybe not able to reach as many
right.
people, but you're getting more of the pie.
That's it. And that's exactly the thing. And that's why the thing that I love about Conductor is I certainly get a smaller piece of the pie, but it does keep me connected to a different audience and to an audience.
Mhm.
But what I love about doing my own stuff is I make considerably more money.
Mhm.
Considerably more money, and I have considerably more control over what I'm doing. And it really depends on where the artist is. I tend to prefer control because, as I told you before, I don't like being told what to do.
Mhm.
But but I know that they're available. If I have a project that works better for them, because it's dance music.
Mhm.
So it just depends. But I think, as I said before, you have to decide what's most important to you. Do you want to be famous and maybe not make any money, or do you want to have a sustainable career? And
Mhm.
sometimes you can get lucky, but I would say the percentages are against you when you're dealing with a major label